Good morning, it is Tuesday the 22nd of July. It's just coming up to 8:45. So I've got some spare time today. The missus is off out with the kids. She's gone to meet up with some of the other school mums and whatnot. So yeah, I had a little bit of free time. I had a private job first thing this morning. Come back, got attacked by the kids, got covered in porridge. So yeah, thought I'd come out, do a little bit of Uber and see what happens. I wasn't going to come out, to be honest, but I seen a video the other day on TikTok. It'd been uploaded by one of the other like YouTubers, social media drivers down south, and somebody put a comment on there saying like, I struggle to hit £200 a day. And this guy's turned around and he's done like a special video just for the comment. And he was saying like, oh, look at this guy, you can't make £200 a day. You know, if you can't make £200 a day, you're an idiot. And I'm thinking, making £200 a day during the day, this is daytime, including like dead hours. Apparently, you're an idiot. And I'm thinking, I don't think I've ever hit £200 in a day during the dead hours. I'm quite sure, I'm 99% sure I've not done it, because it's near impossible to do. It is round here. It might be okay if you're in London where this guy is, but yeah, round here you just can't do it. So I was going to come out and pretty much do as many hours as I can today to see if I can even get remotely close. So I'll try and aim to see if I can get roughly 200 quid. But I just know it's not going to happen before I've even started. So I'll stay out as long as I can, or as long as I can bear it, because it's painful, to be honest, trying to do Uber. I don't mind doing it Saturday, for example, when it's busy. Your phone's constantly pinging away. But yeah, coming out during the day, it's diabolical. I thought with it raining, it might help a little bit more. But on top of that, it is, the kids have broke up now for some holidays, or mine have anyway. So I don't know. I know a lot of people still obviously have to go to work, but then there's a lot of people who will kind of work their work schedule around that, so they might be off, so there's less happening. I noticed last year I went through quiet spells, but then I was getting some like kind of good runs, because there was like, with there being some holidays, I was getting lots of like, probably the majority of the bookings I was getting was like family days out. I was taking them, to like Farmer Ted's and taking them down to Southport to the beach because it was nice and sunny and stuff like that. But I mean, we're only like basically 2 days into the summer holidays. It's throwing it down. Still relatively warm at 16 degrees, but no idea. So yeah, let's go and see what happens. 9:45, and it's a little bit crap, to be honest, which was to be expected. So I was driving in towards Ormskirk, a little job popped up, £3.74. So I thought, right, okay, I'll accept it. But then it went to somebody else. So you can tell how bad things are when basically drivers are fighting over £3.74 jobs. So a couple of minutes later, a job popped up, £10.97. It was a 19-minute job going 9 miles to Formby. So I took that, on the off chance, because that's kind of like on the border of doing like £30 an hour. But it wasn't to be, so I dropped off in Formby. There was nothing happening in Formby, started heading towards Southport. On my way into Southport, a little job popped up, £5.41. It was a 14-minute job going 4.4 miles. So bearing in mind the job prior to that, I was paid almost £11 to do 19 minutes. Now I was paid £5.41 to do 14 minutes. So I've just dropped that guy off, just pulled in round the corner, and I'm on £16.38 for the first hour. So let's see what happens in the next hour. Another hour passes and it was even worse than the last one. So I was in Southport where it was really quiet, and I thought, I'll start heading back towards like Ormskirk or something. A job popped up as I was on the way back, so I thought, well, that's not too bad, because I'm going in that direction. £8.59, 16-minute job, going 7.8 miles. Got that at, what was that? About 10 past 10, something like that. Yeah, so I dropped them off and it was like 25 past 10, coming up to like half 10 maybe. And it was just, that was it. So basically for the past like, what, 25 minutes or so, nothing. Absolutely nothing. So £8.59 for the past hour. It's going downhill quickly. So another hour passes and it is just as crap again. One job again. So I was in Ormskirk and the only job that came up was £8.79. It was a 12-minute job going 5.7 miles. And bearing in mind that I had to wait about half an hour for that job as well. Yeah, it was just crap. Just before that, one other job did come up at the beginning of the hour. It was, I think it was like £11.50, and it was roughly like a 45-minute job, picking up from like a couple of miles away from where I was, and it was going to Southport. I know some people might say, well, why didn't you take it? Because, you know, it was like £11.50, and it's like, well, if you come out and you're accepting jobs that you know is going to basically tie you up for the whole hour, then obviously it needs to be a good rate. I'm not going to come out knowingly working for £11.50 for an hour, because it's just obviously not worth it. So hence you hold out for these, you know, the smaller jobs. It might be £8 or £10 for 20 minutes, you know, so you've got a chance of hitting that £25-30 an hour mark. But yeah, it's just been diabolical, to be honest. Really slow. So what time did it even come out? About 9 o'clock. So I think I've already done 3 hours, haven't I? 3 hours, and I'm on £33.76. So I've averaged £11 and 20 pence an hour. It's just shocking, you know. So when you've got people doing TikTok videos calling drivers idiots who can't come out and easily achieve £200 in a day, it's funny he didn't say how many hours that it takes for him to easily make £200 a day, but based upon the past 3 hours that I've just done, you know, I'm going to have to, for me to do £200, I'm going to have to do what? 18 hours, thereabouts? That's about right. Yeah, you'd have to do about 18-19 hours on Uber, which like just wouldn't even be possible. But then even if you did do that, again, you're still on like £11 an hour, and that's gross. You know, by the time you take all your fees off that, whether it's 2 or 3 quid, we had this discussion the other day, you know, you're then down to like what, 9, 8, yeah, £8-9 an hour, and then you take off your tax and national insurance, you know, so you're probably going to be down to about £5 an hour. That's basically slave labour. So it's not really for me. I've set my destination for home. I thought I'll drive home now because the heavens have opened. It's absolutely throwing it down. If a job comes up and it's worth doing, yeah, then by all means I'll do it. But it's just not worth coming out. It's pointless. So I'm going back to, because I'm in the middle of getting myself set up with St Helens Council as well. So basically I'm bidding for contracts off them also. So I might as well be a bit more productive with my time and do that rather than waste my time driving around doing this £11 an hour. You know, and I have moved about a bit. You know, I've done 64 miles as well. So if you look at it from that perspective, 64 miles, they get 33 quid. You know, basically on like 50p a mile. What's this one here? So this one's come up. It wants me to go 5 miles over to Wigan to do nearly 20 miles to Preston. It's going to take 50 minutes, and it was offering £17, and then you're in Preston. It's ridiculous. What was I saying? Yeah, so I've done like 64 miles. I've covered a fair distance. I think I've been through Ormskirk a couple of times. I've been to Southport. I've been to Formby. That last job I dropped off was in Skelmersdale, because I initially thought, well, I'll take that job because, you know, normally there's quite a few jobs popping off in Skelmersdale. And I got up there, and as I was driving down with this guy in the back, I drove past 6 other private tyres parked on either side in like little lay-bys. That's how dead it is. So everybody's just sat around doing the same thing. So yeah, pointless, not really for me. Like I said, I'm going to be home in a couple of minutes. If something comes up, I'll take it. If not, I've got better things to be doing with me tonight. So yeah, if you can come out and you can easily achieve £200 a day, like this clown in London was saying, then please feel free to come on and let me know how you easily achieve £200 and what area. Please don't forget to mention what area you're working in and how many hours you've done to achieve that £200, because the amount of times people go, oh yeah, I get 200 quid, and it's like, yeah, well, where are you working? You know, and have you done that in 5 hours? Have you done that in 10? Have you done that in 20 hours? Because if you're working around this area during the daytime, the dead hours, and you're pulling in £11 an hour, you're going to have to do 19 hours to achieve 200 quid. So how are people doing it? I don't think I've ever done £200 on a weekday. Just don't think I have. Granted, I've had slightly better days where I've come out and I've done like £20 an hour, but it hasn't lasted for the whole day. And I've had times where I've come out and it's been worse. I've had nothing in an hour. I think there was one time I come out and I'd done like, I think it worked out at like £3 an hour or something for like 3 or 4 hours that I've been out. It's just ridiculous. So, yep, not for me. And I'll catch you on the next one.